Hello and welcome once again to Let Us Play Global Defense Force for the second to last time. No time for stuff, we got too much things. This is level 70 trapped. Read this thing. They certainly took our families, our homes, our planet. But we shall never surrender. We shall fight until the end. EDF, and all that jazz. Hey, did I show off the SNR 229 before? I probably did. I brought it with me for one specific reason in this level. Anyway, as I mentioned last time, this level is quite similar to the previous one. You may have noticed there was a big bomber. Even though there's not that many buildings for it to take out and cause all sorts of problems for you with amazing lag. You still do not want that thing flying around in the air, and it's not very strong, so why not? Anyway, this level is structured in a strange way. There are three groups of enemies in a sort of triangular pattern around your starting area. You're naturally led backwards away from the spiders that appear directly in front of you. And as soon as you realise there's enemies behind you, you're kind of locked into keeping on going in that single direction. The level sort of forces you back along the road that you start on until you reach the very edge. Interesting. When the next wave spawns in, it'll be directly in front of you at the other side of the map. Another interesting design. Anyway, there's a bumload of spiders coming at us. Let's blow them to pieces with our Goliath S Custom once again. The Goliath S Custom really is our best weapon, our best rocket launcher. So far in normal mode, we haven't really come across any, worthwhile rocket launchers that aren't Goliaths. In the Volcano series, we had a few of them, and they were all ludicrously slow and inaccurate. It was just no competition. With no Stingrays, no nothing. Just Goliaths and Volcanoes. Well, we can deal with spiders. It's not like our health is incredibly low now because of them. Also, these new sources are floating around, sapping our health, as they are wont to do. We're basically done with the first wave. It's just these sources now. The sources of all our problems. Alright, the way this level works is that you generally have a nice long trail of power-ups that follow backwards towards the next wave starting point. Quite handy as I can grab some health tubs before I die. I don't want to die, but have to play the level again. Or the level 38 certainly gave me enough trouble that I had to play it like 5 times. These two levels really didn't give me any trouble before. At all. Before? I can't speak. Anyway, this is the reason I brought the sniper rifle along. What's that? No, not the big spider. The saucers. They're a bit far away to tell their colour scheme, but they are in fact bombers. There's quite a few of them. And if they get over here, they will really wreck my stuff. Unfortunately, the SNR only has a 400-meter range, as I waffled about in the last video, about a completely unrelated weapon. So, whereas another sniper rifle will be able to take out most of these before we even got into attacking range, the SNR 227R9R does not. It's a shame. The good point of the SNR 229R is that it's versatile. It's basically can fill the role of a assault rifle or a shotgun, or a sniper rifle. Well, it lacks in punch, it makes up for in fast firingness and accuracy and range. I mean, there's really no reason to use an actual assault rifle over this gun at the moment. Maybe there's better assault rifles later on, I don't know. When I first played this game, I relied very heavily on assault rifles. Same with 2017, it was very rare that I'd actually equip a shotgun or something different. Just probably spent far too much time shooting things with assault rifles when I should have been blowing their faces off with shotguns. Anyway, the last level had a queen ant, this one's got a giant spider, and that was incredibly lucky. If I had fired slightly later, I would have blown myself to Kingdom Come. It's also got a millipede, look at that. First time we've had a millipede in a level with any other enemies. Also, old style walkers, it's been a while. There's a good reason why we haven't fought any of these recently, and that's because they are ludicrously weak. Early game enemies. So the only way to make them more threatening would be to turn up their numbers, I suppose. If there was like 15 of them, they'd be a problem, but there's only 3 of them. Jesus, I'm really cutting it fine with my health this level, aren't I? Lovely tubs. Need more lovely tubs. How lovely are these tubs? They're quite lovely. Lovely enough to keep me alive, at least. Ugh. Don't stand still or you'll get snotted. What's the millipede, while being in this level, is really not that much of a concern. Keep on the move, you should be alright. You generally want to be on the move at all times in this game anyway. Goliath S Custom is once again the best weapon against the millipede. It can hit so many segments at once. Powerful enough to basically kill them outright, almost. Also, it fires it in the air in a most fascinating manner. The key to effective use of the rapid firing sniper rifles is being light on the trigger. It's very easy to use up all your ammo at once. Only have 20 ammo before needing to reload. I suppose it's the downside of it versus an actual assault rifle, but the bullets do quite a lot more damage. And look how pro that maneuver is. That is the proest maneuver. Blowing something up with a rocket launcher while it's in midair. Hell yeah! Makes up for me not being any good with the sniper rifle earlier. A few more to do and we'll be done. Hurrah! Let's do them in. Do them all in. Let's all do all of them in. And as with the very last video that you probably watched like 5 minutes ago, if you're watching these in order, Hellwing time! I mentioned how the game kind of forces you back at the start. As the Hellwing, you don't have to go back at the start. You can do what the hell you like. Oh wait. Last video I said that was the last time we were going to see the whatchamacallit, the rapier. I lie! I was wrong. Oh well. I thought I used a different gun, but I did not. Oh, I remember now. My original take of this level, I used the Thunderbow 15S. It turned out alright, but I thought I could do better. So instead I decided that I would go and fight a load of spiders in close combat. Just to demonstrate what that extra 100 health is doing for me after I did that grinding trick. This is not something you should really do as a Hellwing. It's not sensible. It's just not sensible to fight spiders in such a close proximity. At such close range. It's just, well, it's just silly. It's, however, awesome. Die, spiders, die from my pointy lasers of death. Boom. Splodge. And we got 120 health left now. If I can sort them out, everything will be fine. We talk about the Mirage 5-Way B. It's like the Mirage 5-Way, except it's a bit better, I suppose. I can get homes in faster. I think I've been sort of unfair to the homing weapons in this playthrough. I haven't really used them very much, because they're not very good. I mentioned in the first video we had a Mirage, the Mirage prototype. I mentioned how it was a promise of good things to come, and well, the Mirage 5-Way is pretty good. As I said in the video, I showed it off the predecessor, the non-B variant. It really does have some good close combat potential. You can kind of rake at enemies directly in front of you and have it home in afterwards. That's sort of nice, I suppose. Oh, here comes the next wave. They have spawned literally on top of me, because I'm in the wrong place, thanks to shenanigans and ignoring how the level's supposed to go. Let's get rid of this giant spider before it causes problems. So these bombers really need to be taken out very quickly indeed. Take a quite hefty chunk of health off me, even with all my cheeky groundy health that I ever got. I'm going to do rapier them until they fall down and explode. Well, the main reason I brought the Mirage with me is because we've got one of those millipedes, and it really does make it spaz out in an entertaining way. Not as entertaining as the rapid one did, however it makes up for this small deficiency by being actually worthwhile as a weapon. Unlike the rapid Mirage, which was so incredibly useless, I don't think even its mother could love it. Right now the millipede has actually managed to get its head stuck in a bit of geometry, so its entire body is sort of hanging in the air in a sort of archway. It eventually gets free and will go on with its terrible business. Sort of see what it's doing on the minimap. I think I really talked about the minimap this whole LP. This is the second to last video, I might as well waffle about it now. It's pretty good, I like it, it's detailed. Well, detailed in a here's your enemy's position and relative height to you sort of way. Enemies lower than you appear lower down with little lines connecting them to their position on the sort of radar. Ones higher are suspended by little lines. I don't know how common this sort of radar is in computer games. I've only really seen a similar sort of thing in the Rogue Squadron games. Those are some good games, go play them, except for the third one. Don't play the third one. Play the second one. Well, that's how you make a launch game for a console. You make it so it's the nicest looking game on the console forever. That's how you do that. Anyway, enough about games with good graphics. We're playing this one instead. Aha! Dance for me! Dance! Yep. Best thing about the Mirage is how it makes enemies fly. Well, that's enough of this nonsense. Join me tomorrow for the grand finale.